Hey Pisces, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your love and separation read for the month of March. Wanted to say thank you for the 2,000 views for the month of February. And we've reached 33,000 viewers, and it's thanks all to you guys. I sure appreciate it. So, cross watchers, come on in. Let's see if we can get Pisces a good read. I'm going to be starting with the Rebel deck today, so brace yourselves. Don't force it. Don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. So there you go. So somebody may be forcing an issue or relationship or something, either you or your partner. So advice is don't force it. So let's see what we can get for your partner. Okay, yeah, equal give and take, reciprocity, an offer. It looks like somebody may be trying to force an offer or wishing for an offer. But it says don't force it. You know, there has to be equal give and take in relationships. Somebody has to offer you something of their own free will, right? Or you them. So there's something about equalness in the relationship that's an issue. So don't force it. Let it come to you. You know, a watch pot never boils. Whatever the saying is, right? So let's see what's going on with your partner, Pisces. Okay. All right, so we have communication. You could be dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have opportunity, a cup. Somebody wants a cup and somebody's not giving a cup. Communication about an offer. Okay, so let's see what's going on with you. Whoa. You want a new beginning. You don't think the right time's ever going to come, okay? But you're waiting for the right time for this relationship to kick off. So let's see what the blocks are with your partner. Forward movement is an issue for your partner as well as the willingness to commit. Looks like there's a reconciliation on the table, or reconciliation is a block for your partner. But we'll clarify that in a minute. Let's see what your blocks are. Family, the idea, the fantasy of the happy life with this person is in the reverse. I turn it in the upright. The fantasy, you're starting to think that this is a fantasy because there's stagnation. Here you are, Pisces. Things aren't moving quickly enough for you. And you feel like the stagnation in this situation is a little bit of a manipulation tactic. Let's see what the blocks between the two of you are. Blocking out happiness and juggling the idea of moving forward or not. Incoming communication about healing. Somebody isn't telling you that they need to heal, or that they really feel like in order to heal they need to be alone. So let's see what this reconciliation is over here. Yeah, no offer for reconciliation, no truth, no new beginning. Somebody doesn't have the courage to move forward with this thing. I think they're confused about a partner here, Pisces. It looks like an offer. They're confused about the forward movement in the relationship. Simply put, they don't want a connection. They don't want a committed relationship. They may enjoy the way things are right now and they don't have the desire to move it forward. They don't have the desire at this point to go toward, next level marriage type things. Yeah, Tower moments about the lack of commitment in the relationship. Somebody's looking forward to something else, okay? They're looking out there thinking there's got to be something else out there. And if they're doing that, then let them go. Yeah, there's toxicity in moving forward, toxic communication about making a decision here to begin again or to end. So basically what I see is that your partner is undecided about making a commitment to you on a level of let's move in together, let's get married. They're happy with the way things are now. You guys may be dating, or you may just be seeing each other several times a week or whatever. Their block is that they don't want to move forward in commitment. Commitment as far as, you may be the only person they're dating, okay, but they don't want to get married right now, or they don't want to, commit solidly that way. And there's a lot of push about making the decision to commit. So it's either you or your partner feels that way, right? One of the other of you are making it a big deal, making it the center of the relationship about wanting to force the issue of, hey, are we going to do something about this, or are we just going to be perpetually dating? And I think that there's a lot of toxic conversation regarding that. So your partner's looking this way, though. That's what you need to be thinking about. They're looking for the next opportunity. Okay, and so if they're looking out there for the next opportunity coming their way, and you're standing here in front of them, then maybe you need to go find your opportunities elsewhere, because if they're treating you like an option and they're looking for the next opportunity, then they're not really focused on you, are they? They're not really focused on the relationship. And their intention of moving the relationship forward is almost, a no-go. And I think that what they're doing is they're stalling you out because they think there's somebody better out there. Well, if that's the case, then you don't need to be with this person, right? Because if they think there's someone better and you're standing right there in front of them, then maybe, you need to go find your own opportunities that fit for you, right? But that's kind of what I'm seeing there. You're starting to feel like that this is a fantasy they've presented to you, and it's a stall tactic, and you're starting to feel manipulated. You're ready to move forward, but they are not. And really what they're telling you is that maybe there needs to be some healing from previous issues that they've not communicated to you, that they really want to be single and play the field. So walking away, wish fulfillment. Their wish fulfillment is just to be solitary. They just want to be solitary for a while, and they're not going to be doing anything to move this forward. They're just going to be standing there looking at it, but they're not going to be moving it forward. I think they're holding on to something else in which there was some rejection or some sort of loss. They're holding on to some sort of a loss. They're not moving past that. There may have been somebody here that you weren't aware of, Pisces. Here you are with the Moon card. You want your justice. You feel like, it's time for them to, do something here. But what they're riding toward here is their victory is not in coming toward you. It's in riding away. They're still heartbroken over another partner that was the committed partner, perhaps. They feel a loss and a betrayal from that. Somebody from the past. It could have been this could have been a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person again. Or there was trouble in the past with both of you that they're still holding on to resentment. But for some of you, but for the majority of you, I feel like this person's actually holding on to someone from the past that they've not let go of. Another lover that they thought would have been, something solid for them. And so they're not putting in the work for this because they're conflicted. Finding their balance to move forward. Now we have the Queen of Wands and we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so, and the Queen of Pentacles. So 3 queens, deception. So what I'm gathering here is that there was a loss of a partner in the past. You're here, okay, offering them the love and the healing and the whatever, okay, and they're just like, it's not tripping their trigger. They want to move forward with themselves. They're looking at an opportunity out here. I think they're waiting for someone to return. The 3 of Wands shows the man looking out over the ocean and the ships coming in. They're waiting for their ship to come in. They're looking forward toward a better day, their abundance. But really, they're going to that ledge every day waiting for someone to return to them. So in their heart of hearts, while they may be carrying on with you and dating, they're really with someone else in their mind and in their heart. And they think the balance will be restored by this person returning. Yeah. So here you are, holding back. They're trying to make apologies. You know that there's not really going to be a future here, and I think that you want to express that to them. That unless there's some transformation here, that, you're moving forward, because this is kind of starting to look deceptive. So you're going to be moving forward with your own thing and your own solid relationship therein. More stagnation. So let's see how they feel about you and what a potential final outcome could be. All right, so let's see how they feel about you. All right, it looks like they are waiting for somebody to come back. That's what's on their mind. So you're not even in here. Okay, they're waiting for somebody to return. They think is the justice, somebody from the past returning. Okay, that's where they think their balance is. That's where they think they need to be. Conversation isn't going to be so good regarding this person. I think maybe, okay, so here's part of the problem. Maybe they were talking ugly about this person, okay? And you kind of caught on because maybe the conversation was frequent, or it had a lot of holes in the story or whatever. And this person is the person that they're waiting for. Okay, this could be a Libra or a Taurus. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be an Aries. It could be an air sign. But they're waiting for somebody to return. They don't see an abundance in this relationship. And I think that you figured something out. They're not going to move on this, okay? And I think that you feel like you're already in a third-party situation with somebody who's not even there. That's kind of what I'm thinking. You're in a third-party situation with somebody who's not even present because they are focused on that person returning. So you're starting to feel like there's a lot of toxic, unhealthy energy here. And you keep giving them your cup, and they keep saying, oh, no, that's okay. And they're ready just to end it. So they just want to be on their own. I think that they haven't overcome something. And, you deserve better than that, right? You don't need to be in a third-party relationship with a ghost, all right? They're in love with a ghost. They're in love with an idea. They're in love with a fantasy. And they're hoping that will come to fruition. And they're looking for that person to come back. They're waiting for that person to come back, Pisces. And meanwhile, you're standing in front of them, giving them your cup. So this has kind of been a common theme for you. In the last few reads, something similar to this. So if you're still holding on to this person and this person's holding on to someone else, it may be time to let that person go and see, kind of what transpires there. Maybe they need to learn their lesson about grass being greener, or holding a space for someone who's not even in the picture, or whatever the lesson is for them. But I think your lesson is in validation and understanding that, you know, they aren't even seeing you. And it may be time for you to move on to someone who appreciates you and sees you and wants a committed relationship, as opposed to somebody who's just hanging out, wasting some time until somebody they truly love returns. So, potential final outcome here is that conversations are going to go real south real quick about the commitment. You're not going to get the commitment you seek out of this particular partner. There will be no new beginning. However, there will be offers, okay, toward you, Pisces. There will be incoming offers towards you. You could be dealing with an Aries, but this situation will not. There's a conflict of interest here because this person hasn't let go of somebody else. So they will continue with the conflict. They will continue with the inner battle that they're doing with themselves. There's not going to be forward movement here, and you've made the decision to communicate that, you know, you care about them and you want the best for them, but you're just going to walk away. But let's see what these incoming offers toward you are going to be. Yeah, you're tired of them juggling, and you're saying, you know, you're juggling. I'm out. This person isn't coming back, and I need wish fulfillment and equal and give and take, or I'm going to be single. And so you could have a solid commitment coming in. Okay, they're offering you a cup and they're offering you a pentacle from Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This other person is just kind of going away. But also, Pisces, there could be somebody returning from your past who's kind of been in hiding for a little while. This Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn might be that person, lover, coming into you, bringing healing and giving you what it is that you need for your own healing. You've let go of this situation and you're on to the next. You're on to the next, Pisces. Okay, there you are, moving on to the next happy place. So this person you're dealing with has issues with forward movement because they're hanging on to someone else. So let them have that, you know. If they won't accept your cup and they can't offer you anything other than let's date, you know, because they're hanging on, then maybe if solid commitment is what you want and you're not okay with that kind of arrangement, then go on to the person who can offer that to you. Because, you know, if you're hanging on to this situation, you're just going to continue to get dragged, okay, because they haven't really seen the light of day here. So let's see. Let's get some oracle cards on it and see what they have to say. But I think, Pisces, for the most part, you're moving on to the partner who can actually offer you something solid in relationship. Yeah, so here you are, Pisces, at the Garden Gate, knowing that this is way out of alignment. This is way out of your own personal alignment that doesn't reflect what you want in your life. So you're at the Garden Gate imagining a better day, but you need to be at this Garden Gate thinking about what do you have right this minute, not what could be. Do you have a commitment right now? Is this person willing to build a life with you? Do they want to move forward in the future with you? Are they even considering you in that realm? So here you are trying to make a decision to move forward and move past this. I think when you become in alignment with yourself and what you want moving forward, then you're going to have your victory, okay? You're going to be moving towards someone who you hadn't really thought about before. Maybe you thought it was over with. That person is going to be your soulmate energy. That's an 11 breaking down a new path, a new soul partner, right? And this, I think the both of you are going to be on the same page spiritually. So that's what I have for you there. You just need to let go of the envy, you know, because you're jealous of somebody who isn't even there, right? I mean, you're jealous of a ghost, right? And that's kind of a shitty position to be in, right? So I think let go of the envy of that, of their love for that person, wanting them to come back. Go on your own thing and in this contract with this person. So that's kind of what I have for you there. There may be financial issues involved in this situation also for them or for you, but can't be in love with a ghost. So let's see what they have to say with you. Say to you, sorry. No other compares to you. I think that's probably what they're saying about their other partner. I'm more affected than you know. They're telling you, look, I can't let go of this situation. No matter what I do. And I wish I could take things back that I said. I wish I could take the things that I said back. So, like I said, there was a lot of energy in here for heated conversation about forcing the commitment, about forcing, wanting them to commit to you. And I think that got kind of heated and nasty. So let's see what their next move may be. They're overloaded and you're becoming overloaded. They think that they're waiting this thing out, They think that they're waiting this partner out. This partner's going to be back and they're waiting them out or whatever the situation is. Meanwhile, they're wasting time taking up space with you. They're very protective over this connection with this person. Every time you try to approach the situation or bring the subject up, because I think they have discussed it with you, they're very protective about it. They don't want to discuss about it, things like that. And their elusiveness, okay, you may have someone who has a twin flame. You may be with a partner who has a twin flame, or they think someone is their twin flame and they're hanging on to that, right? Working through that thing. And you may be a karmic, okay? Or you may have been a soulmate or whatever, and they're looking for that twin to return. They're waiting for that person to return. So they're very elusive about the foundation of that relationship and what it really means. I don't think they've been very clear to you about that it's a twin flame. They may have told you, I saw someone in the past or whatever. They're very protective over that relationship, though, so you know that there's something there. And the contract is over here in this situation because of the conflict of divine partnership and the knowing of awakening of divine partnership. So your person has a twin. They're waiting for him to come back. And that is a whole kettle of worms in itself. They think that they're holding it down, doing the twin flame journey, and they're wasting space with you, time with you, but they're in love with someone else. So their next move, I guess, is to just continue to hold out for this twin flame to return. They're going to be elusive with you. They're not, you say it's over. They're like, okay, and you don't hear from them. So it's kind of telling you what you need to know by the lack of response to the situation. But they're going to be elusive and move on with their issue, with their conflict with their sacred partner. So let's get a love card on it and kind of see where we head off to there. So look, maybe you're in a karmic relationship with somebody. Or maybe it's a soulmate or whatever. But I really think if this was soulmate energy, there would have been a little more love there. I think that you're attached to a person who has a divine partner and they're waiting for that divine partner to return. And that's where their focus is on right now because they may be obsessing. They may be in toxicity, avoiding doing the work that they need to do. And you're hanging out with them and they're really not focused on you. You're just there to take up space. And that's not fair to you. And that's not fair to be treated that way, right? But I I think it's time you moved on to your own situation. That turned out weird. Okay. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. There you go. How many times have I said that? My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. So this is asking you to take a look at where your values are, where your core goals at. What do you want to do? Where's your alignment at? Is that reflected in your outer world? Okay. Or is the outer world influencing your alignment? So you got to turn that around and make your outer environment reflect your inner environment. So this is talking about, why do you date? What are your patterns in relationships? Why is it okay for somebody to throw breadcrumbs at you and you're just hanging out waiting for some kind of response or something from them? Okay, they're not going to give it to you. So it's time to pull up your bootstraps, okay, and get on with it. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light instead of the person being your teacher. Now, the person can be your catalyst for your validation issues, okay, or codependency issues, or whatever you've got going on. We all have them, okay? Maybe this person is a catalyst for you to recognize those so that you can move on, heal that, fix it, move on, and start choosing better relationships or people who are on your level, who will give you the attention that you desire, and vice versa. When I accept the love of the universe as my wholeness, as my validation, and as my primary teacher for lessons needing to be learned on this journey, I will always be guided back to the light. This situation isn't your light. You need to find your light. So let's get a love card on it and call it good. Slow down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. Boom. This is a 9, closing out cycles. Don't force it. This is saying, slow down. Don't force it. Don't force this connection. You don't have to, because if you're tending to your own things and you're doing your own work, you learn that you don't chase, that things attract to you. You attract things. You don't chase things, right? And there's a lot of, that's a very hot, idea right now. But in reality, if you're doing your work, you're doing your spiritual work, what is in you will be attracted to you. Now, I'm not talking about severe abuse situations or things like that. But when you start aligning yourself in your environment, okay, not the other way around, you create your environment from within, then things come to you, okay? Things are coming to you. You're not chasing things that are not for you, because the harder you chase them, the faster they're going to run. End of story. This is a 6, spiritual alignment, inner alignment, but spiritual alignment. Are you guys on the same page? Practice compassion, see things from a different perspective. So I think instead of the desire and longing of, oh, I got to have this, where's my commitment? You're saying, you know what, if they don't see me, then I don't need to be with them. And, give them some compassion, because they're fighting their own inner battle with somebody who's not even there. So, I'm not knocking the twin flame thing, because God knows we're all, some of us, in that same boat. But, the twin flame journey is a totally different ballgame than the 3D relationship, and it's very internal, and it takes a lot of work, and you have to totally change your way of thinking, and it's a lot of enlightenment and ascension, and it's a lot of things that you got to pull out of yourself to go down this path with someone. It's not an easy path, and it's not for everybody. But if you're asking this person to be in 3D relationship with you, and they're not ready for that kind of relationship, clearly because they're waiting for that twin, they're focused on that twin right now, this is not for you and you need to move on to your own soulmate relationship or your own whatever is presented to you in a good and healthy and loving way. So Pisces, that's what I have for you guys, and I'll be back second half.